Hey guys, Gameboy3800 here, once again back in Forza Horizon 4, and this is going to be one of my later videos I make for this game. It's a little bit sad, I've been playing this game since it came out, launch day. Ton of fun, definitely worth the investment of getting the Ultimate Edition at launch. Some may disagree, some would agree, I don't know. Let me know what you think. But we're going to see if we can get ourselves to Prestige over one more time. I'm at level 560. And I think if I reach level 600, I will reach Prestige level 5. Now, the best way to do this would be to just go up and down the highway a million times in a race, but for whatever reason, my race seems to have been deleted. So the next best thing to do is go to our cars, and in the tuning menu, we can go to the car mastery of each and every one. I have over 1,900 available points. If I use all these, I should be able to level up way past that, because that's a lot of points. The most amount of points I've ever done at once was I think 600 points when I used to do those kinds of races just to level up. I never did the Goliath glitch or anything. That's why I'm not max level or anything like that. So, you know, all the points you see are pretty legit. And if we max out a car like this, a pretty normal car, the TVR Tuscan, we get about 50, 60 points used. I'm not going to do the racing points because, I actually don't do too many races. So we're just going to go through, and mostly all the Forza Edition cars are going to totally max out because they have a lot. As well as legendary cars, there's a lot there as well. We're going to be getting a lot of free wheel spins, both from the wheel spin perks and by leveling up. And then the skills level, like the skill points up here, skill influence, they do level us up, but it's for skills, not for our main level. We still get wheel spins and stuff. We're going to do it. You can see we're not money cap. I suspect we will be money cap by the end of this. Not only by the wheel spins, but also by just, sheer point usage here. Now, of course, I will be going over Forza Horizon 5. No, I'm not really a Forza focused channel, but I have been putting out a lot more Forza content in the form of different track series on and off road, and that's been fun. But let's see what we can do here. I don't think we're going to be able to tell if we level up until we leave the world, or until we leave the house here. So that's what's up. There are 2 Forza Edition Alfa Romeos. We're going to do them. Forzathon Live is going on. I'm going to completely ignore it, as most people usually do. I say that, though. Evidently, I've been in 70 plus of them. I could just, buy a lot of Forza Edition cars, waste all my credits. Admittedly, I get them back, but I don't want to do that. We're just going to go over the cars I have already. I'm not going to buy any new cars that are fresh. Now, if we keep going like we have been here, this shouldn't take too long. Normally, you'd only go for the wheel spins and the skills and, the influence. But here we're going for basically everything but races, because I, probably won't race these, so I don't want to waste those. I could. Doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, campaign races, we're not even going to bother with that. So we've done the alphas. There's the Illumicraft. This one's already used. I do use this car for races too. I'm surprised I haven't gotten the extra life skill there. But yeah, we've barely used 200 points, and we're this long in the video already, so it's going to take a little while. And then, of course, you're going to spin all the wheels. Spin the wheel spins. In case you're wondering, no, I don't need to worry about credits. If we look at my auctions, I've sold quite a number of $20 million credit auctions that I just haven't claimed yet. They're good for like 2, 3 months, 4 months just to sit here. So if I ever feel like reaching back to money cap, I very easily can. That's not the issue. The issue is I want to level up. And you can't level up by just selling stuff in the auction past a certain point. Alright, so next up, I could just go through my favorites. That might also work. But the thing is, a lot of my favorites I do use, and they're likely already maxed out. Like the ATS GT, one of the best S1 racers. I'm pretty sure... Oh, I barely upgraded this car at all. What the heck? Alright, so I guess it's worth going through my favorites. This is why you check people. The big ones are going to be the extra life. They're 25 each. I could just do those and ignore all the rest. But I do want to get the wheel spins, and then of course, you know, just going through the whole tree instead of having to go back, select a new car, it'll save time. It's going to be a pretty boring video up until the point when we leave. So maybe you can skim through the bottom of the video and see when exactly that will be. I honestly don't know. Got a Bentley. Got a few of these. But yeah, that's right. There's a new 812 Superfast added. Did they fix the skill tree so it's no longer like it was when it was introduced, just a normal skill tree? Yes, they have. They have updated it so that there's actually a legendary car. Because when it was introduced, it was just a common car and had only like the bottom 2 skill things. Like I remember, it's not an expensive car, but it's your car. Get 1,000 influence. Not an expensive car. This is a $1 million car. Oh, whatever. Let's go over the pre-order cars too. I do have every obtainable car in the game up until this point. Give it a few hours though, and I'll go get the new Celine. That's not quite out yet, but it's Thursday morning, so it'll be out by lunchtime. Yeah, this car is already maxed out. I can't believe I actually used this car before to use those race things. There's also the Aston Martin. Where are they at? I used to have a bunch of these because, you know, it was Christmas 2019, I think, where they gave these away in the Forza Horizon shop for like barely any points. And everyone got them and they were selling like hotcakes. And then they're like, oh crap, that's supposed to be a really valuable car. And everyone's selling it for less than 1 million credits. Like, in this game, 1 million credits is nothing. So, that's why I think they were doing that. It would have died down, sure, but they didn't want that. So they banned the pre-order cars to be sold on the auction house. All of them. It used to just be the GTRs and the Focus that were banned, but now it's all of them. So if you don't have the pre-order cars, you unfortunately cannot obtain every obtainable car in this game. I do have a couple of these. The S1 pre-order Aston Martin I got is actually a good S1 racer as well. Just need to get the gearing right to control it. Next pre-order would be the Focus. The best thing about the Focus pre-order car is when it launched, uh, and you put on the wide body kit, the wheels didn't get uh, the spacers. They just didn't exist. These two things here, they didn't exist when this car first was out. Then when they put it in the shop, they're like, oh, well, I guess a lot of people have these now. It used to look like this, but now they have fixed it. You can put the spacers on and get it to look good, but if you want it to look goofy like how it used to, you still can do that. That's the best part. They knew it was one of the things about this car, so they let it stay. Gotta be careful not to accidentally back out too soon, because I don't want to see my levels go up all at once just yet. The next pre-orders would be the McLaren. I wish you could still have the special cars. I used to have the special Austin Taxi, the two missing Sennas, and I had the special the other car, the Bel Air. I had them all. Shame they got rid of them. The GTR. I like never used this car. It's not too good. I don't think you can give it front arrow, and in this game, getting good turn-in is really important, so nobody uses it. I think it starts at the top of S1 when I can't even reach X class. Gone through about 500 points so far. We still have more than double that to get through. Then the Nissan. Maxed out. And we can now just go through. There is the Porsche. I may have forgotten about that. The Porsche pre-order car. I think this one. Yeah, maxed out. And I know the other one's maxed out. No, I hit the back button too soon. Quick, go back before I see what level I am, but I'm gonna see it as soon as I get back in the house. God dang it. Oh well. I guess spoilers? 4 levels? What? I feel like that's too low. Oh well, we'll keep going through. That's gonna be all that. I think it is like applied where the more you level up, the harder it is to level up. No, that would make sense. But cool, I thought putting in 200 or so points would get me more than 4 levels. I mean, still 4 levels is 4 levels. Didn't complain. Ideally, if you ever needed money in this game, what you would do is you'd buy one of the Porsches. One of them has a 300,000 credit perk. And it only costs like 150,000 credits to buy, so you could just do that over and over again. The 928 is such a good car. People will be like, not unique enough. I think it sounds good enough, and it drives good enough. It's a good car. This is a car that gives credit, 200,000. It's not one of those cars that would be worth it because it's going to cost way more than that in the auction house. We're now going backward. I wonder why this car is maxed out. Maybe I bought it like that. My view history. Am I a first owner? I am the first owner of this car. Can't believe I actually used this car. This was the car early on in the game to use. It's probably still good, just nobody ever uses it anymore, as it's been way surpassed. I know this car is still used. Forza Edition Nissan here. Pretty insane grip. No power on S1, but in S2 it's alright. Getting to 1,000 points. Used almost 900 points so far. Not going too bad. It's still taking a while, but it's not taking all day or anything. On the Titan Warrior concept, this truck is amazing. I love this truck. Only because it gets so much torque. It's actually stupid. This is a triple wheels car. Kind of high up in the tier list, though. Only get a wheel spin down here and then 2 up there. Here, they're all up there. We're gonna get quite a few wheel spins. I started this video with no wheel spins available to spin. Let's see how many we're gonna have by the end of this. It'll be through level ups and through perk points. I'm not sure if we'll get any super wheel spins from this. We might. The last super wheel spin I spun, I got a Ford GT number 2. So that's a cool get. MC12. This is a legendary car. If you wanted to max out your level, what you would do is you would drive this car with its 200% influence bonus 10 times around, one of the highway races you could make. And that's how I got, like, at least 200 levels. And by leveling up friends by letting them join my lobby. So, that was fun. I've gone through, like, 2 or 3 of these leveling up. I always sell them off once I use all those things. That's a fresh one. I'm surprised there's no Koenigsegg Forza Edition. Lamborghinis, I guess I don't have any Lamborghini Forza Edition favorited. Maybe it's for the better. This car was one of the cars to have. A lot of people got to money cap with this because you could sell it for 20 million when you got to Legendary Tuner or Painter. And everyone wanted this car, so people would pay that much. This used to be the most powerful car in the game before the twin mill was introduced early on. You get like almost 1900 horsepower. And the twin mill, that gets almost 2000 now. And we're at 1000 points now. 1000 more to go. I just want to check, could you even engine swap this? You could. With the Racing V12, if you wanted it to be like almost grippy, it's just so heavy. Got no aerodynamics. This is a drag car through and through. Then the other one was the Reventon. This car was another credits boost car. There's quite a few of these. There's BMWs. And there's only a couple of the like skills boost that just boost everything. Everything that's not regarded to influence, you get more points for. You got the Capri Forza Edition and one of the Renaults, I think. I'll double check. And I haven't been in triple digits of points for so long. I used to have like 5 digits of points when they reset everyone's perks because of a bug they did. Instead of giving everyone their perks back, all they did was refund their points. And then that made cars like the Quartz Regalia D-Type totally worthless because everyone can now get it for free. How much are those cars even worth now? I want to take a look at this. I guess they're still worth about what they were supposed to be worth. Their item card says 5.5 million. No, their item card said 500,000, but you could sell for 10 million. That's why everyone wanted to sell them. Good times. There's no other Forza Edition Lamborghinis. I'm gonna go through all my Hot Wheels cars because I'm pretty sure I never maxed out any of the DLC Hot Wheels. And they're all legendary cars, so they're all gonna have a full skill tree, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So we may end this video doing the Hot Wheels cars. We get about 100 points used per car that's got a max skill tree. 800 points left. Definitely have more than 8 Hot Wheels cars, so we may end on Hot Wheels. I used to have like 20 Bone Shakers. And like, 10 Twin Mills and Mustangs. When I got early in my tuning levels, I'm a legendary tuner, but before that, when you get to like lower tiers, but still good tuning, what you'd do, or what you'd be able to do is still list higher than the normal price. Not 20 million, but you could list for like 1 million more, and then 2 million more, and then finally 20 million. So I sold off like all those cars, and I got so much credits because I just sold so many of them. I got a message saying, "Dude, what are you doing?" This was at the time when the auction house had just gotten its ability to, adjust its prices based on demand. So I probably had a good influence of, getting the prices for the Hot Wheels cars up because I sold so many so fast for a higher than stock price. So you can thank me for that. I won't take all the credit. Probably wasn't the only one doing that. Just an interesting story from a veteran of the game. This is a fun car. Too bad it sucks to actually drive. Which would be like an underrated B-class car if it didn't drive so awfully. I think stock has like really bad 3-speed auto box. That's why. Now the problem here is we're not going to know which cars we've already done. We could go in like a infinite loop of cars that we've not done yet. Why didn't I not unlock this wheel spin before? It was right there. It's 1 point. Oh well. So for Horizon 5, I really don't know what to expect. I came into this game with no expectations, having not played really any of the previous Horizon games. So I'm going to go in with the same kind of attitude with Horizon 5. I've played Horizon 3 and definitely played Horizon 4 to its fullest. But I'm going to save like my expectations. I've seen the trailers and like early gameplay. It looks really good. But so did Horizon 4. So that's my stand on that. So we've done the Love, we've done the Harvester. Go to the Nash. This car is actually pretty underrated. It gets so much power for S1 class, and it's so light. It's because it can't get tire width upgrades, and that really irked me because it's like they're outside the car. You can easily extend them as far wide as you want. Then I looked back, like any other car that you could upgrade the tires for. The tires upgrade to going inwards. They don't go outwards ever when you upgrade the width. They only go outwards if you put on the wheel spacers. And even then, you still can't make them wider with wheel spacers. So, I guess you can't get wheel spacers and the wheels are outside the body, so they can't go inside anymore. This car could do that. It would be pretty unstoppable. Because this tune here, this Nash I've got, it's got the racing V8. It's got like 900 horsepower in S1. And it weighs only 2,000 pounds. It's like actually dumb. Something else that's actually dumb is that the dually custom, what we're gonna go ahead and do next. It can't really get any good upgrades. What? This is a legendary car, but it's not got a full skill tree. I guess it's only missing 3, but still. Yeah, it's one of these cars that has a ×6 and ×7. You could skip straight to ×7. You don't need to waste the point down here to get to ×6. But we're gonna waste it. Who cares? This car's surprisingly good. It's just so heavy. If it had aero bits, it would make it up a little bit. Something else dumb is it cannot get rally tire upgrades. It goes from stock to sport to race, no rally. I think if this car had rally tires, it would be OP in off-road races. That's why they did that. Still pretty OP. I was able to beat quite a few cars in the Hot Wheels off-roading rally challenge I did. Didn't win, but it didn't lose either. Now this car I went straight for ×7 there. Aw. I think because we went out into the world and then came back in really fast, but I think that's updating my level as I go here because I came in at 564 and now I'm 567. Hope that's not like spoiling what level we're gonna pop out as. I guess I don't know why I thought I'd get so many levels from this. Maybe I'm just bad. Studebaker here. Just a confusing car to look at. Not that good to drive because it gets no aerodynamic parts. Or at least not one up front. I guess this car is a good one for hills, so got the triple speed booster here, and you can take it to 7. So if you wanted to get one that builds skill really fast, that's a good car, I guess. But other than that, not the best car to drive. And then it's even faster with the skill song, so I guess really quick skill building. And the 2JZ, honestly a disappointment. It's got a 2JZ. Why can it not hit 1600 horsepower like the stock one? Like, I'll double check, but I am very certain I can't reach 1600 horsepower even with everything given to it. It's just not got an insane a turbo as the standard Supra. But yeah, only 1300 horsepower. Oh, didn't even do the points. I honestly don't know why there's some legendary cars like this one that only have 30,000 credit giveaways. Should be like 300,000 if they're legendary. I know the M1 BMW gives away 300,000, and I think that's only an epic car. So what's the excuse here? Lazy. We're below 300 points now. So we don't have too much longer to go, maybe 3 more cars. But we're not going to end on Hot Wheels like I thought we were. Because I'm definitely sure that all my remaining Hot Wheels are pretty maxed out. I'll check just to make sure because I was wrong before. But I actively use these cars. And yeah, they are maxed out. Or at least this one so far. This one, maybe not. It is. And then the Bone Checkers. The Bone Checker. How legendary you once were. And how legendary you still are. Everyone still remembers how OP this thing was. It invented this game's ban list in online races. And there's only 2 cars banned. One of them is the Bone Shaker, taking up 50% of it. And when I took this car off-roading for the best Hot Wheel series I did, I was surprised to see how fast it still is, even in S1. It was OP in A-Class, yeah, but I didn't think it could be just as OP in S1. Makes sense, it's so light, it gets so much power, but still. The Rip Rod. This was the only car that you needed to win, like, online drag racing events. And it's still one of the rarest cars in this game. I think it was in the Forza Horizon shop a couple of times. I don't recall it ever being obtainable for like a 50% or, a trial. Maybe a trial. But yeah, back when this car was out, I guess they were experimenting. The trial was all the drag races, and only the winner got to keep the Rip Rod. It wasn't a trial up against AI, it was a trial up against everyone. And you could have a 12-person lobby. Everyone was a real person. But only the winner would take home the Rip Rod. I was lucky enough to get a Chevy 150 sedan tune that worked for me with 800 horsepower. It was C-Class drag racing, so getting 800 horsepower, pretty difficult, but I managed to do it. And that's how I got this Rip Rod. The Twin Mill. This is my go-to car for doing all the weekly PR stunts. Somehow not maxed out. Okay. Almost there, almost below 100 points. Need a few more legendary cars. Go through the Hoonigans. Oh boy, these are still the best off-roading cars in this game. Peugeot 207 came close, but the Hoonigan RS200 still the best for like dirt off-road stuff. I think one of the Jeeps, like currently the Jeep Trailcat, I think that's it, is one of the better ones for off-road, like, cross-country stuff. But this is the best for like rally stuff. Cross-country stuff, a toss-up between the Toyota trucks, trophy trucks, and the Trailcat. Only 35 points left, double digits, first time in forever. And this is the car we're going to finish off on, I guess. Gonna have one skill point left. Look at that. What can I spend that one skill point on? Oh boy, let's find out. Let's see if I have like a legendary card that I haven't done the first skill with. I'm not sure if I have any Yes, I do. New Ferrari 12 Superfast from this week's Forzathon shop. It'll be gone by the time you watch this video, I think. But here it is. Final point. And we will go out and see what our rewards are. $106,000 influence, not bad. $577? Actually, not too bad. And our wheel spin rewards, oh boy. Let's take a look. How many we got? 58. We'll do them right quick. We may be able to reach money cap with this. At least if the game is going to keep giving us very low credits like 5,000, 2,000, and 1,000. Oh boy. Maybe not. The normal wheel spins have never been too good in this game. I'm not sure if we're going to get anything actually worth it. There, we got 17 levels just by doing some perk points. Oh, it's not bad. Definitely gotta do some regular races though if I want to prestige over one more time. I may do this for like a finale kind of stream for this game. Maybe not though, I don't know. Oh, halfway through the wheel spins. I got a couple million. Got it at 90 or 994. Now we're at 992. Now we're at 994. I don't believe skipping the wheel spin has any actual influence on it. I don't know. Let's see here. We still get equally as bad results, so gonna be skipping. I used to have so many of the Morris miners, it wasn't even funny. I'm so glad they introduced the auto, or the option to sell any duplicate cars you get in wheel spins. That used to be so annoying. I kind of like the idea of like getting closed in wheel spins because you knew once you got a set of clothes in a wheel spin, that meant they were out of the wheel spin pool and you would have a better chance of getting cars or credits. But once you got rid of them all, it's kind of boring getting the same cars and credits every time. Hey, there we go. There's a million credits. And last one. It's gonna be just as bad. Oh well. Yep, we got 27 levels. Not too bad. Gonna get one more point just for the heck of it. And we're gonna get a min. Will we level up one more time? Like we will. Maybe not. How did we get a wheel spin then? So that was our last wheel spin. I don't know where that wheel spin came from. I really don't. Oh well. Oh, I leveled up. I guess that's so. 578. And that's gonna do it for this video. You're still gonna be seeing more Forza content. Just because I have it scheduled. But this may be the last one I record. Maybe up until a finale stream, you know? So long, Forza Horizon 4. Good 3 years you've given us. More than 3 years. Honestly, I'm surprised they kept it up. New cars every month without fail. Thank you, Turn 10. Thank you, Playground Game. What a good game. I'll see you all in the future.